Well, we're back for a little bit different of a tutorial today, and you can see Enzo on the screen here. I'm not going to make any comments about his legal issues, though I'm probably one of the only qualified people here who play this game as a practicing criminal attorney barred in the tri-state area to actually make a comment about this, but I'm not going to. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to use him and really what his value is. And let's be clear here. Enzo's value is one of a farmer who, in many times, can get through without you having to use any health packs. See, you look here, and at first glance, it's sitting there going, well, here's Enzo. He's a 9 charge, 11 charge, 8 charge. How is this guy any good? Well, we're going to show you how you can use him. And let's be clear. I'm going to stress this again. He's not great competitively. So as long as you can get what you need from a farming perspective out of him, then it's a situation where, he holds value. This isn't somebody that I believe you should take to gold for the reasons you're going to see. Later on, perhaps, if you don't have $1 Million Man who's a great farmer, and we have, higher modes where opponents do require, a higher opponent to win, then that's a different story. But at present, you can do as much farming as you like, and you're going to see we're going to farm the last stages of hard, and you're going to see how effective he is with him as it stands. So this is what you want to go to ideally, because you want these heal gems. You want, just in case there aren't enough yellow out there, you want some blue to propagate the board with yellow. Training-wise, it's pretty simple. You got the Rock and you got NXT Reigns. You can see here, Rock will add some more heals. Reigns will destroy some heals, and we'll see later the tag link specifically. Now, farming, the numbers are out there. Feel free to take a look on Reddit. We have it openly posted. The percentages, the harder the match, the higher percentage of TP, and usually that's what you're farming. 99% of the time, we're farming TP. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some farming options. Let's take a look at this flare match here. Sometimes it's a little restricted. So we're going to farm the flare match. We're linking it with Big Cass. Big Cass has generate 3 more heals. So the more heals, the better. Additionally, you'll see exactly how we play. So prop-wise, one of the more popular props is the loot prop. We're going to throw that one out there. And what we'll also do, just in case, is we'll throw the change. So here, we'll do the change to yellow, and we will do the yellow up. See, these props are all beneficial because they can speed things along. So the name of the game here is to get as many loot boxes broken and out there as possible. And you'll see shortly how we do this. Enzo, obviously, being an 8 charge, isn't exactly the fastest. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our yellows. We're going to try to get as many yellows as we possibly can. Playing at this high level adds a different dynamic. Other people enjoy going with specifically easier matches. I mean, there's no right way to do it, but I prefer the harder matches with the higher percentages. I mean, it's give and take. The difference here is you're going to see is usually we can't win when it comes down to one finisher, because these opponents' healths are higher, and we want to spend these health gems not necessarily on trying to win the match, but collecting as much loot as we possibly can. So, see what we're dealing with here. So at present, what we're going to do is we have 9 to choose. Again, the more rocks and the more NXT Reigns, the better off you'll be. So what we want to do is we can only break 1 less than what we can choose. You can only break 8. So you don't want to give an opportunity of not breaking everything we want. So what you're going to do is we're going to just go with, let's take a look. I'm going to try This is gonna be interesting. What we're gonna do here. See, it won't actually. I'm just looking at Jim. It'll break the green, and then the blue will come down, but it won't be a match 5 if we allow that break. So we're gonna throw it over there, and we'll get that red. And we'll go this way. So here we cover all the loots, and we're gonna set up some gem damage where maybe we can finish off Ric Flair with a finisher first. So look here. Not only are we causing damage, but we're also replenishing our health. So we had 5 loot boxes, very solid amount. We could have gotten greedy, we could have gotten more, but usually when you're finishing full health, just as you see there, you're able to pick up an extra loot box. So reasonably quick, we only got coins, but you know what? It was quick, it didn't cost us any health back, and he's full. And that's how you work Enzo. And that's why even if you lose a match, you just heal him once, and there's an opportunity to re-heal. So, I mean, right now, that's at 174. We won relatively easily. We're on the hardest level of farming. And for farming purposes, the harder the match, as I said, the better it is. This DDP, I never farm. And the main reason I never farm it is because of the fact that he has a kick-out move, which we saw a little bit of with the zombies. Now, here, we're going to show you one more match on how to really farm with Enzo. That went a little too easy. We got too many matches we like, but sometimes it doesn't go that way. So here we go. This is a little bit more realistic. We don't have a blue match, and we don't have a yellow match. So it's going to be a little bit more hairy than we would like. Take that. Now, ideally, he takes the green, leaves us some yellow. So, I mean, we could be in a little bit of trouble here with Booker, and I think that's really the purpose of me doing another match here, just to kind of show you, that we can get in trouble and we can still survive, and that's really the name of the game here. So, my secretary sending me a text in the middle of this, very important stuff. No court appearance on Monday, always good news. Let's take a look. Do this here. See, this is a prime situation where, everything's pretty bare, and most of the time, at least I don't typically use these in feud if I use a prop at all. So it's a good situation. We can just kind of flood the board a little bit. And we'll get a yellow match there. We'll knock out his green. So unlike the last match we just did, and I think this is kind of interesting, we're in a situation here where I want to collect boxes, and I understand it's not going to necessarily win me the match, and it definitely isn't. But I want to collect as much loot as I can here. Look, we'll get one match, but there's no way that this is going to beat Booker. And I understand, again, remember, we're dealing with a showboat here. So we're going to get hit by the finisher of Booker. It could be an issue kicking out, possibly, but with the lack of greens on the board, I would doubt it. But a lot of times it is. As long as I'm covered with the kick out with Cass, as you can see in the top left corner, I'll be okay. And that's kind of what my mindset is here. So we take a look at this. We got 9, nothing serious. 27 usually won't do it on a hard opponent like this, or you'll have a situation just like that where he's able to kick out. So, again, our health's all the way back. We're back to 84. We get hit with the finisher. It shouldn't be too heavy. It's 16. Again, even with a showboat situation, we should be safe. And we're going to leave those yellow over there for ideally we can get a match. There's a couple ways to go here. We could just take it and go, but let's see if we can get a little bit lucky with his blue move here. And we did. And that's a best case scenario. In this circumstance, it's weird. You sit here and say, Joe, let's get some combos. I can get that combo right there. That would finish him off, and I would win the match. But I really don't want to do that, because ideally, I'm just going a little purple here. Because what I want is I want to be able to put down my heal gems again. And I want to be able to pick up. I'm one short of the max. We can roll the dice, or you know what? Let's just throw these loot boxes on, and then I can max out. And then we got nothing to worry about. And oh, by the way, he'll be completely healed. I don't care where they go, because move damage wise, it's over. So that's what I'm going to do here. Lay him out. And we kiss Booker goodbye. So we walk out of this. You can see it wasn't overly fast, but it wasn't slow either. And we're going to have max loot. We're going to have a superstar that's healed. And it's at the absolute hardest level for any technician. And oh, by the way, he's at 5,000. So you can see we didn't have any problems with him. But for purposes of farming, I mean, you're saving your health packs. You're getting, look at that. I mean, good luck. We got some Mr. Perfect chewing gum. We got a 5 green TP, and we got coins. So if you can take your time, you're not in a rush, and you're in a situation where you don't have 4,000 health packs, look, there's your value for him. But do not, and I'm going to stress this one last time, do not think that he is a character that you should be taking into a feud. Do not think he is a character that will let you be able to compete in versus. He's not. He serves this purpose. This is the purpose he serves. I would even argue in blitzes where you have 12, you can see how long it takes. It's a long situation. There are better methods to blitz in terms of using choose characters that are at a level 60 or even a bronze level 80 with unleveled characters. There's better methods to use. But for farming purposes, this is where it's at. I hope this was helpful. I'm going to give a shout out to Broken, who's a co-leader on one of our 17 million at execution. This was his idea. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you can take something from using this Enzo tutorial on how to use him and how to use him effectively, and also putting him in the right place in your roster, because you will need to have another showboat to use in a feud, because this is not a guy you want to use. Thanks.